I'm gonna break. Wait, hold on. Exactly. Let me break it down for you.
They would have never got
because look now.
Probably not. Probably not.
Look under Lampard now, right? First season with the transfer, $200 million. This guy's going to buy a whole damn new 11.
What's wrong?
So don't.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with
You're
that?
just contradicting what you said before.
What's wrong? What do you mean?
Oh, under Lampard, he's bringing this.
Of course.
He had no choice to bring out these players. He had no choice.
But
hold on, man.
Let me see that. Let me see. Pass that to me real quick.
Does he join that board?
Put that in the trash bin or something.
Nah, for real. If Pep does not win the league this year, does not
pin him on the wall, man.
Well, he's in the final year of his contract.
Pin him on the wall. I've been saying this my whole life.
If he does not get the Champions League.
Fraud. He's a fraud.
Nah, bro, you can't call him a fraud.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud.
Dude, in the last decade, in the last 10 years, other than Jurgen Klopp, who's been a better manager?
You gotta put respect on his
He's
name.
walked in stacked teams every single time. Why can't nobody notice that?
But that's why with Ole, you have to give. That's why what the board is doing is so wrong, because you don't have a top manager that can get Wan-Bissaka to where he needs to be. I don't think he can. You have to give Ole top players for it to work.
We've seen Marcus
you have to
go insane under Ole. We've seen Martial. We've said last couple podcasts, Martial's considered one of the best strikers in the Premier League right now. He was.
What it do? What's goody, boys?
It's goody.
Chilling.
Yeah, we got a member stepped off. He need to use the bathroom real quick.
Got the bubble guts.
Yahtzee, he broke my water bottle.
Taking people's water bottles out
I see that. Look how small that thing is. Yo, in America, this is what we have. I don't know if y'all got. You think they got that over there?
They got the water.
They got the sus things. Yo, welcome on to Footy Fanatics. We are here.
Sir.
We are here. Yo, this is a tough week. I ain't gonna hold you.
Sick.
Tough week being a United fan, even though we copped the dub. And I know it's a tough week being a Chelsea fan, even though y'all came back from a 3-0 loss.
But it's even tougher. Even tougher.
For them fans who thought they fans out of nowhere.
Bro.
Man, hey, Pep, how you feeling, brother?
Right.
Oh, he good? I'ma holler at you. Yo, shout out to my boy Lasso, though.
Yeah, pull it. Yeah, you good.
The Foxes.
The G.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yo.
Where we starting, bro?
Honestly, though. Toffees, top of the Premier League. That's insane to see. But I wanted to just drop my opinion real quick before I ask for y'all.
No, I like that. You said that. Toffee's top of the league. You
You
think they're gonna?
That's what I was gonna tell you. So, unlike Leicester's run, they don't have depth, right? And that's a big problem we see in a lot of these Premier League teams.
Yeah.
And United, we see them in a lot of teams, right? Leicester last year towards the end of the season. Liverpool this year looking a little shaky too. So they're looking good. Ancelotti doing a great job. Crystal Palace gave them a run for their money, and genuinely, Everton should have tied that game. They shouldn't have won. So Toffee's up at the lead right now. First time a manager wins 3 times for them, and beginning of their career.
First
so
game.
It's big for Ancelotti. I think he's gonna do great things with them. But obviously, like the form and the run they're in right now is kind of in a high, but they're gonna fall off.
To disagree on that opinion of they don't have depth. Let's really be real. Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Gylfi coming off the bench.
I butchered his name.
Sigurdsson.
Gylfi Sigurdsson coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Iwobi, even though he's a crab, he still has talent to cover. Moise Keane.
Morris King, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Mason Holgate.
Tom Davies. Mason Holgate. They got a bench. It's just that they're starting 11. Last year, those guys were the guys that were on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
He's bringing way more out of Calvert-Lewin, which is, I said it last year, he's that striker that you need in the box. But to just cover Everton real quick, I really believe that they have I definitely see them as a top 6 team this season, but I definitely see them pushing into top 4 with the original top 4 looking shaky already off the first 2 games.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Ancelotti did proper signings that fits his style of play. Obviously, this is a man that's proven himself by winning the league with Chelsea once. Yeah. He won European titles as well. He won stuff with Real that other managers that went to Real couldn't win. So overall, he is definitely well, seasoned coach.
I agree with you 100%. But the players that you named, Mason Holgate, come on.
No, but this is what I was trying to say. They fulfill your needs of, all right, for example, Ham's out for a week.
The body. They fulfill the body, but
Exactly.
I don't think... So the run that they're in is phenomenal right now. I think he's going to do a great job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're going to take a real deep steep, but the form that they're in right now is not going to... It's not maintainable.
You don't think so?
They're doing great. I think they might just get into top 6.
Yeah, like top 4 for me is a little too much.
I think they might get to top 6 because the teams right now that were supposed to get in top 6 in the original, where I was projecting, like United, Chelsea, all these teams, they're looking shaky.
Yeah.
looking shaky. Arsenal looking strong. So I could see a whole new top 6 this season. So look out for that.
But you know what? I mean, you guys brought it up. If we're talking about Everton, if you look at the teams who are really doing well, you can call it an excuse what you want, but they've had a preseason, like not a proper preseason, but at least a preseason where it wasn't broken up in terms of United finished late with the Sevilla game, Chelsea finished late with the Bayern game. Bring into that international week was right in the middle of preseason. Who's flying right now? Everton, really chilling. As soon as they knew a date when the season was going to start, they knew what they were going to do. They got their signing games at the right time. So I think Leicester City's flying. Same thing. Good preseason, but if in terms of Everton, top 4 is a little too much for them. I think top 6 is a good season.
I mean,
great season.
It's a great season.
Speaking
Progression.
of the top 4 topic, let's be real. We look at the top 4 teams we've been looking at right now. Chelsea looking absolute terrible.
Right.
And Daryl, you might be hurt, but come over here.
Listen,
over here.
we showed heart, character.
Yeah, academy players that came off the bench and saved y'all.
Yeah, you know it's crazy.
And the $250 million y'all dropped, they didn't save y'all.
$250 million spent. Who saved us?
The academy
The
players.
academy
I know. It sounds like, oh my God, but it's still early. It's still early.
I agree with you.
Still early.
But a caliber of that team should not
They
be.
need to.
Yeah, there's a difference
Against a
between.
team like West Brom, you come in and you be up 3-0.
Not for nothing. I mean, Pogba got shitted on when he first came.
Yeah.
Bruno, like, if he wasn't gonna perform, he was gonna get smoked. You know, a lot of these players with the price tag, you have to perform. I mean, look at Joao Felix when he first moved, bro. Got violated, you know. So you expect the caliber of Timo, you expect the caliber of Havertz.
It's not fair though. It's not fair. It's not fair on the player.
Why?
That's because he didn't say, "Yo, I cost $100 million, buy me."
Okay.
Like that's just on the club. But
I agree with you. I have nothing to do with what I'm talking about when it comes to Chelsea. I have nothing. It really doesn't come down to the player. It comes down to you are Chelsea Football Club. You spent $250 million to build a squad. Your last year's squad could have definitely demolished that West Brom team with a 6-0 win. You get what I'm saying? It's about the players that are being fielded. Right? If you're being fielded, that defense, the first half, was disgusting.
Yeah.
Open you guys up. Down the lane. Just 2 fast guys. Robinson and Diagana. Run them down. So my point is, this is West Brom. That was 20th place, battling with Fulham off the first 2 games. You know what I'm saying? They was up. You could tell they're very bad because when you up 3-0, you catching that. So.
But you know what? Can you bring that little? I need Lampard to come under the light because
that's your savior,
bro. I mean, he's a legend. We all love him, Super Frankie. But some of his like personnel choices, you go into one. I mean, Mason Mount. Don't get it wrong. He was the difference changer for this game. But the reliance on him is a little too much. You got when you watch Chelsea play, it's not enough width, and you got Hudson-Odoi just low key. He's gonna start rotting. And he came on, got the second goal. He was low key the energy we needed on the wing to beat a man and put balls in the box. But his personnel and sometimes the lineups is a little off. But you know, give him time. It's early in the season. We're gonna see what's happening.
So Shippy, you know, like before the whole like saga that's happening right now with the little fall of Chelsea. When we spoke about Ole and Lampard, we kind of spoke about them in different degrees and different levels, right? To my point, I kind of like put them at the same level right now because they're in the same boat. Okay. The thing you really said right that stood out to me.
We're gonna come at him.
The thing that you said. What were you gonna say?
We're gonna because remember we came at you. We already got him. He already caught the work.
You took the L.
He already caught the work. With this debate, he caught the work with this Ole Lampard debate.
I'm all here for debates because I talk facts. You know, if you're not talking facts, then don't talk to me. You feel me? They always say what men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? So Lampard's number right now, same with Ole. Thank you.
Men and women lie about the numbers, so numbers do lie.
Man said advice.
It's amazing advice.
Yeah, okay. Advice, right?
Amazing advice.
We're talking about advice.
So what's it called?
It's tough. It's a quote.
It's a quote?
It's a quote, yeah.
Amazing quote.
All right, thank you, sir.
Shit, you should be a poet.
I should, right? I should write stories.
Get him off the cast.
Like I said, I mean, he took his L when he was debating, so.
I really didn't.
Go ahead. What's your point about Ole? Go ahead.
You know, you said that Lampard had some such changes. And if you watch the United game too, Pogba trash for 90 minutes, right? I mean, absolutely trash. He had 2 advanced passes the whole game.
Yeah, he's absolute VTEX.
So
Alzate Boston.
I was always the type of person to be like, yo, Ole in, like don't say Ole out right now. But I'm not saying Ole out, but I'm saying it's time, like you said, to put Ole under the light because those substitutions, the tactics were all off. Everything was off that game. You should have subbed in Van de Beek. He should have played the 90 minutes, if you ask me. We know, I mean, the guy just recovered from COVID. Like, why is he playing 2 games in a row? You feel me? Van de Beek should have been starting. So these 2 managers right now, looking, they're getting getting a little bit of their transfers, right? But you expect them to play like a certain degree, and they're not really matching it, and not really like. This is where honestly, like for the board for United and for Chelsea's management, I'm not gonna say board because they have a decent board. This is where to make it and break it for United's board and management, and for Chelsea's management.
So my thing with them is let it be Ole 3-0 down against West Brom and his heat all over England. Right? And his heat all over England. Then you got other guys in this room. It's Ole, but it's Ole, right?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because one is an English management, and the other one is from where?
Norway.
All right. So that's the only two differences.
Let him finish.
Only two
but
differences.
who? I'm gonna ask you because we had this conversation, and obviously there's PP riders on that side.
PP riders all day.
So
bro.
let me ask you, who you rating more right now? Would it be Ole or would it be Lamps?
Ole.
Now, I had to convince someone else that. Because at the moment, I'm not going to rate both of them. Because tactically, I really didn't see tactical genius off of both of them.
Okay.
But, I mean, when we faced Chelsea
Outplayed. Simple. You don't even got to
3
say
games too.
You don't even gotta
3
say
semifinals.
Facts.
Finished above them, and we were
Finished above them.
We was catching
66
up.
points.
We was catching up. Catching up.
Y'all brought in reinforcements. And
when?
where are you? What do you mean when?
Oh, you talking about this season?
And where
All
are
right,
you?
I'm talking about last
Beginning of the
season.
season, beginning of the season. Granted, they're young, but
So
y'all coming at Ole because there's no style of play.
So you feel like Ole gets way more heat than Lampard?
100%.
And Lampard should be in the hot seat.
I'm gonna let you want to.
Well, my thing is though, what are we really gonna judge Lampard off? Think about last season, transfer ban. And
Lisa in on the mic.
Because you said something that I thought was hilarious.
Okay.
You said the only difference between Ole and Lampard's one's Norwegian, the other's English.
Okay.
Bro, Lampard, correct me if I'm wrong, has he been sacked?
Never.
He left Derby on his own accord. Ole's been sacked.
Yo,
in Cardiff.
They finished in the same positions, bro.
But here's
They're
my thing,
in the
though.
same position.
But here's the thing. Lampard, this is his first season with money spent.
this
and his
man,
tactics are getting exposed.
And that's what
against United
and
exposed.
This is the
This
conversation
man,
we had.
hold up. I hate the sacked argument that you bring to the table. One man's first job was Cardiff in the Premier League, and the other man's job was Derby County and promotion, bro.
Yeah.
And
One
championship.
went to the playoffs, the other one got sacked.
And one got
and lost the playoffs.
No, and one got his team relegated.
That's
Listen,
facts.
look.
And Cardiff was in the Premier League.
Ole has how many years of experience managing? 10?
His first year was
10 years, man.
Molde. He was
coach
been coach
Molde
at
in
Molde.
Norway.
He's been managing.
Yeah, but you
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He's been
It's
coaching.
Norway. You said it the other day. It's
at
Norway.
Norway.
Did you say that?
It's
'Cause
managing.
I said he's a Norwegian champion.
So
It's Norway.
But look, you have to put your
Yeah, I
look
like
at
the
it.
smiles on your face.
But Omar.
I like the smiles on your face.
No,
bro.
but Omar, look at it through the lens of, let's say, a director of football. You got one guy who was coaching in Norway, and then from Norway goes to Cardiff, gets his first big job in England, and gets sacked. And then goes from that to United. Hold on, and then with Lampard, you have a club legend. Okay, whatever. That to me, that doesn't mean anything.
That's the only thing.
But he takes Derby County in his first years. They go to the playoff. They lose.
Did they make it?
They lose.
They make it.
But they still make the playoff.
Do you know what that means?
But he's an upcoming English manager,
Okay, that
and
makes-
you have a transfer ban.
you see what you said?
What?
Upcoming English manager.
Right.
The difference because
Oh yeah, he's a media darling.
bro, exactly.
No, but
That's part of it too. That's part.
All right, if he was Argentinian and took Derby to the playoff final, that's not impressive to you.
Of
That's not
course.
impressive.
Of course.
That's what your job is when you're a Derby manager. That's
So then, under your
It's like
court,
saying-
Ole,
it's like saying-
Ole doesn't even
it's
deserve
like-
a job in the Premier League.
It's like saying if Watford makes it in the playoffs, does the manager deserve to be
So-
a Chelsea manager?
but in your
Does
logic,
that make sense?
Ole doesn't deserve in the
Does that
Premier
make
League.
sense?
Does a
He doesn't
manager
deserve a job.
does a manager who gets someone relegated?
They both don't have the facilities for that. They don't got the facilities for that, right? But yet Lampard,
He's not proven to not have the facilities for
they
that.
both are not proven.
No,
they
no,
both
no.
are not proven to have like, oh, yo, these are great coaches. So they both took the job at both big clubs.
Yeah.
Off what? Off a CV of knowing somebody. You feel me? That's two different
Yeah.
things, right? So you can't. We're not talking about experience.
but
so
Ole
the fact that I
has
always
stuff
bring,
on his CV.
No. Y'all
Lampard
always bring
doesn't.
experience. I always bring CV. I always bring this up and this up, right? But the fact is, they're both in the same boat.
No.
Yes.
One had the first season, he had almost 200 mil to spend. Give Lampard 200 mil with the full
What do you
season.
give Lampard?
What do you mean?
He's
He had
been
no.
given 200
And we're
mil.
2 weeks
2
in.
weeks in.
And he's still gonna do the same shit
Nah,
throughout the whole
nah,
season, bro.
yeah, we'll see.
Thiago Silva, top 3 center backs
We'll
in the Premier
see.
League, right? Top-
Yeah, that's a fact.
top
That
3
too.
center backs,
That's a
right?
fact. Huh?
Ole finished it.
And what?
And
And what? Lost all 3.
One against Man
I'm going to
City.
holler at you.
One against Man City
No
that won the thing.
trophies. No trophies.
It was a good one. Listen, hear me out.
But if Lampard was to get in those 3 semifinals, it'd be like, oh my God, Lampard got into 3 semifinals. How
With
many?
the-
Oh
Listen,
my
Mia
God, he
Khalifa
got
over
bullied.
there. Mia Khalifa over there would know how to a better way.
with the context.
How many academy players were in the 11?
At least 5 or 6.
Bro, those academy players are the one that saved them yesterday.
That's why he gets even more
That's
credit.
why he
hate
gets
doesn't
more
get-
He gets
credit.
even more credit for that.
I hate this
It would be a
academy player
difference.
talk.
It would be a difference if you're academy players. We're coming up 2, 3 academy players. You're loaning out like 100 players.
What does that have to do with
That's
anything? They're
experience.
still
That's basically transfers.
experience in
It's basically
championship,
transfers.
not in the Premier League.
Also, Mason Mount you gotta suck off Mason Mount.
Yeah, of course. What do you mean? Hey yo,
Well,
but
who
you can't. You don't
developed
have to.
Yeah, at Derby. So would you
Under
rate him?
Lampard.
Under Lampard.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Tomori.
Come
Under
Hudson
Lampard.
Odoi, Tammy Abraham.
All players who are like hot prospects.
Let's be
at
real.
Greenwood.
Hot prospect.
Tammy had his run with Swansea.
Hudson Odoi's getting paid
Tammy
160K.
had his run with Bristol.
That doesn't look
Tammy had his run with Villa.
Not in the Premier League. None in the Premier League.
Yo.
None in the Premier
So
League.
name a United player that had run off the Premier League.
Whose fault is that? That ain't Lampard's fault.
Okay,
That's
so
not Lampard's
hold on,
fault.
hold on.
Stop
Hold
saying
up.
academy
So-
players, though.
Exactly.
But he's built.
No.
So if
No,
you
no,
if you
no,
look
no.
at, you just said 2 players. Tomori won Derby Player of the Season under Lampard. He was close against shipped out. Mason Mount. No one can tell me when he first got that first start against.
I
I
didn't think he
think
was going to be a first team player.
nobody said he was going to be a first team player
I've been told
Stop.
for Chelsea. Not in the for
You
Chelsea.
keep bringing up Tomori like he's
For
been
Ch-
playing.
Well, not this season, but
I'm
he's
just
been
saying
playing.
that.
He been.
I'm just saying
He
that.
got an England debut under Lampard. Mason Mount under Lampard. Reece James, low key, he's coming for Trent's spot under Lampard. These guys, they would not have gotten a chance if Lampard wasn't there.
Okay, and you know it's not Lampard.
It's well not.
And you want to know why
they
it's
wouldn't
not-
have
no,
gotten
no,
to
no,
this
no.
level. I don't think
Look,
without
no.
Lampard.
I'm gonna
I'll
break.
be
Wait,
honest,
hold on,
if there
hold
was
on.
a Juno
Let me-
transfer ban,
exactly. Let me break it down
they
for you.
would've never got
Because look now.
Probably not.
Look
Probably
under,
not.
Look under Lampard now, right? First season with the transfer, 200 million. This guy's going to buy a whole damn new 11.
What's wrong?
So don't.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with
You're
that?
just contradicting what you said before.
What's wrong? What do you mean?
Oh, under Lampard, he's bringing this.
Of course.
He had no choice to bring out these players. He had no choice.
But he had no choice. But they could not. The level they would have been without Lampard, I do not think they would have
Bro,
been.
no
with them.
matter what, whatever manager was coming in, they was bringing him in. They was bringing these players in because they had no choice. Anyways, what
No,
I'm
no, but
saying.
do they make
what-
top
Do
four?
they make top 4 with that a different man? I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh my
I
God.
think they'll make it. What did Lampard really do that stood out
Give
season?
that team
What
to
did Lampard
Sarri.
do?
Do they make top 4?
They won. They finished third.
With the team he had last season?
With the team he had,
Missing-
like,
missing
no
one
Hazard,
player.
no Hazard.
Missing
All
one
y'all
player.
missing was Hazard, bro.
Missing one player.
Oh, you're missing Hazard.
And now you got
Hazard's
Pulisic.
nothing?
Now you got
Hazard's
Pulisic
nothing?
replace.
The
And
best player in the Premier League.
Best player in the Premier League.
He was better than KDB.
And N'Golo Kante 2 years younger.
Hazard's not better than KDB. Who's the main man for Belgium? You gonna tell me it's KDB? Who's the
KDB.
captain?
Kevin De Bruyne right now.
Lukaku, matter of fact.
It's Kevin De Bruyne right now.
Lukaku.
It's not Hazard. It's
Right
Kevin De
now,
Bruyne
I'm talking
right
about- no,
now.
sorry,
And it's been like that for the last
sorry,
2-3
sorry,
years.
was there.
It's been like that for the last 2-3 years.
When he's there, the thing is, all right, I'm gonna say,
City was the one winning the league when Hazard was there, right?
but that's
Others was playing
that-
Champions League semifinals, and others
But that tells
worrying about
bro,
a Europa League final.
You take Hazard
Come on,
out.
brother.
You take Hazard out that team. It's nowhere close. He
But
was
you have
he
replaced
was
it-
the
he has
centerpiece of that
replaced it
team.
with Pulisic. So don't tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same shit. It's
What
the
do you mean?
same team from last year.
Bro, you're comparing Pulisic to Hazard? Are you really comparing Pulisic to Hazard?
Granted, it's bro. You're saying without Hazard, this team's not functioning. I'm telling you, Pulisic came in and he's doing what Hazard has been doing. If
To what
Pulisic
level-
wasn't getting
you're
hurt,
comparing
if
Eden Hazard to
Pulisic-
Pulisic.
If wasn't playing
Pulisic
last
wasn't
season
getting
for
hurt-
Yaya, I would have not finished fourth.
Oh, we wouldn't have.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have. But you,
It's the
but you
same
can't
thing.
compare Hazard to Pulisic.
Okay,
I'm
but
saying,
Hazard,
bro,
what
I'm not
was-
comparing him 100% to 100%.
Well, Hazard get you third place in the Europa League, bro.
Yeah,
won
and
PFA Player of the Year.
bro, he's won. But bro, you cannot. He's been the best player in the Premier League consistently for at least
No.
3-4 years while he's been there.
Bro, you're bugging, bro.
Think,
Are we
all right,
ignoring
if you're
Aguero?
talking about players in the Premier League who's really been a center, take a let's say you take Mane
Has
out
he
that
been
team.
the best player
They'll be
for
okay.
Chelsea? Yes.
Of course,
100%, right? I'm saying now.
I'm talking importance to a squad. Importance to a squad.
Just so we can get this debate over, I'm not comparing the level of Hazard with Pulisic. I'm not saying they go head-to-head, toe-to-toe. What I'm saying is Pulisic is not 50% of what Hazard is. He's close to what Hazard is doing, right? He's been getting you goals. He's been saving y'all. He's been coming on stuff. If he didn't get hurt, y'all would have been doing better. That's number one. Number two, you're saying, oh, Lampard or nobody would have done this with the... Like he said, sorry, came in the season before and did it with the same team. And
It wasn't the same team.
It wasn't the same
different?
team.
Tammy
Hazard?
wasn't leading the line. You wasn't counting on Mason
Morata
Mount.
was even worse.
No, Morata wasn't
Even
there.
worse.
Morata wasn't even there. Morata wasn't there.
Higuain? What?
But it's still not my point.
Zappacosta.
All right, so you're
They
telling
were,
me
they were in a worse
Reece James,
position.
Zappacosta.
They were in a worse position than when Lampard was there. That's all I got to say. Bro.
And you're gonna tell me Reece James would have got a chance as a sorry?
I think Lampard had a better team. You had Zappacosta as your right back.
But that's the point. That's the point. Who would have played? Reece James?
Jorginho was running in midfield.
Reece James? I'm saying you guys can say all you want. They would have been forced to play. It's one player we lost. It's only one player we lost. So people are saying, nah, he was forced. There was no chance. We only lost one player. So Lampard could have played Zappacosta.
And he got a player.
He could have kept Bakayoko. He could have kept Morata.
He got 2 players during a season.
One was already there, so you can't count.
He got 2 players during
you
the season.
No, but I'm saying people are saying,
Kovacic and
he was
Pulisic, they both
forced.
came in.
We only really lost one player. So Lampard could have said, all right, Zappacosta, go ahead. Bakayoko, go ahead. Drink water, go ahead.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you
No.
good.
Yeah,
It doesn't make you good.
No, but it's players that are there.
They're just milking.
I'm saying
that's quick.
Look,
That's quick.
you're saying something right now, right? That's aiding into our argument. He
What?
got rid of Deadwood, right? Came
Who?
in, got rid of Deadwood, technically,
Lampard, of course.
Yeah, right?
Of course.
He
And he got-
he loaned them.
right? But he made a better squad technically made a better squad youth on paper
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right? And what he do? Perform the same way. But yet
What do you
he's
mean
glorified.
perform the same
He's
way?
glorified. Why is he glorified? That's my problem.
What do you
Why
mean
is
perform the
Lampard
same way?
glorified? Why do you glorify Lampard?
What do you mean glorify? There's no
more.
there's no really glorifying because he get heat. He get heat.
Bro,
Sorry,
no, he
he
doesn't
finished
get
third
heat.
and he almost got
He
sacked.
doesn't get heat.
But
as
see,
Ole.
that's the thing. You
How
have to
many
look
times
at
has he done this?
look at the aura around Sarri. I mean, first of all, the players really didn't. The way he treated Cahill, like just pushing him to the side, vice captain of the club, things like that don't work. He didn't really connect with the fans. So you bring Lampard in, that's an automatic connection right there. So that's not really in terms of glorifying. Of course you're going to he's the best player to come out of Chelsea. So he's already got that on his back. He's solidified with
Hold on.
that.
And before you even say something, here's the reason why I think this topic is very passionate. Because y'all could probably convince yourselves it's going to happen. We know for a fact it's going to happen. If Lampard doesn't perform, he's gonna get
getting the sack.
Ole will not get the sack.
Ole's not getting
no,
sacked.
no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
get the
Ole's not
sack.
getting sacked this
He's
season.
not getting
Ole's
the
not
sack.
getting sacked this
If
season.
Lampard was at
And hold up.
United, if
Yo,
Lampard
hold on.
was at United and he finished the way you,
Please,
Ole
1 second.
2 games.
we mean
2 games. Give Ole 2 games.
No, I'm saying if
Takes 2 L's, he's getting sacked.
Bro,
I promise you that.
Bro, if
Yo,
Lampard,
I promise you that.
The board's gonna come out and say he hasn't gotten his transfers.
Yo, and I want it's not even
And he's
it's
gonna
the
stay on
people.
next season.
Can I
Go
say
ahead.
one thing? Can I say one
Go
thing,
ahead.
right? So we've made one point so far that we have technically won, that he is too glorified and he is almost at the same level as Ole. Forget coaching experience wise.
he's not glorified by the right people though.
He's glorified by everybody.
He's not glorified
bro.
by
The whole
people,
Premier League
'cause the
glorifies
Abramovic don't
media.
glorify him.
That's all that matters.
Abramovich don't glorify
That's
him.
all that matters. is the
Woodward
media.
definitely glorifies Ole.
All that matters is the media glorified him, right? And Ole has been on the hot seat the moment he lost after the 5-game win streak. The moment he lost, everybody's like, "Oh shit, he just lost."
Bruno Fernandes is over.
Yo, so
Big-
wait, let me just continue this rant real quick. So at the end of the day, one point he's glorified. The second thing is what happened this season. Before the season started, what did y'all start doing?
Who?
What did Chelsea start doing?
Before getting our signings.
Okay, so what does that mean? He's
What?
getting backed up by the board, correct?
Of course.
Okay, so now somebody who
So did
got
Ole.
backed
So
up-
did Ole. So did Ole.
Hold on. Ole doesn't tell you, yo, 200 mil on Maguire, 80 mil on Maguire. That's not his fault. I just want to bring that up. But the second
It's not
thing is-
90 mil on
Yeah,
Kai
but-
Havertz in his fault either.
Okay, I'm not saying that. But you have how many players did you bring in this transfer window? Almost like up to 10? Bro, almost
Dragging
up,
it.
bro, what?
Like
8?
six.
Wow.
Six.
Okay, my fault.
And one was free. Two were free.
Hold on.
Mendy,
Two were
Wait,
free.
I'm not done with the rant.
Go
Hold
ahead, finish. Let him finish.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cutting everybody off. But genuinely, like, think of it this way. He's been getting backed. So if
Right.
he doesn't perform, he should get sacked.
Of course.
All right? Ole, technically, we are talking about his quality and his skills and of management. We've been calling him out on that. But can you really sack somebody who's telling you, we don't have anybody in left back because Luke Shaw is too liable, right? We literally don't have a right wing. We're depending on an 18-year-old. And our center defensive mid right now is Matic.
But Ole's
okay?
not saying
But
nothing, though. I don't hear him saying nothing.
Because what is he going to say?
Because he's happy
He's
to be
not
there.
Jose Mourinho.
He's happy to be there. Come on,
Lampard's not saying anything because he's getting back.
Of course.
And he wouldn't say anything.
No, he's been saying it. But he don't even have to say it. Everyone, it was clear to see we needed a new goalkeeper. It's clear. It's
clear for us that we need players, but they're not getting.
But Ole's not. He's not like you saw. Mourinho was all right. Look at this.
And how do we finish with Mourinho? Second place.
No, but I'm saying that's why they love him there because Mourinho was like he's like, yo, I need a center back. What happened to him? He got sacked. Van Hal was saying, yo, I need players. What happened? He got sacked. Ole quiet because he's like, yo, if I say something.
Nah, bro, not at all. He said what he had to say. Got the first players, right? Right now, what's getting me bothered about Ole is I told you his tactics between the last couple of games. And second of all, he hasn't been calling him out recently. Recently, he's like, we're doing with it. Nah, we need these transfers, right? So what I'm saying is Lampard is glorified. He's almost at the same level as Ole. And if he does get sacked, he deserves it because he's been spending, right? Ole technically hasn't really got the chance to get the players that he really wanted. He got 3 players, right? And they've all performed in the starting 11, and they've made us a much better team compared to the...
Yo, the nonsense is coming out of your mouth.
Bro, if you say, all right, let's say
we were better under Jose
to
Mourinho.
beat Bruno, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Maguire's not.
That's 250 mil right there.
Those are 4 signings that are over 150
4
million.
signings, but we needed a whole overhaul. Are you not gonna?
But it doesn't.
We needed a whole overhaul.
So you think if let's say Ed Woodward comes and
We
tells
sold
the man-
Lukaku.
But let me tell you this.
Hold up. We got rid of
we need an
Lukaku.
overhaul.
Bro.
We got rid of Lukaku. We got rid of Alexis Sanchez. We could keep going on who we got rid of too.
But the point I'm trying to make is if the
Herrera
board
was gone.
Omar, let me speak. If the board comes out tomorrow and says, you know what, we're gonna rehaul this team, but he's gonna be at the wheel next season, y'all are fine with that.
Yes.
But Chelsea,
Give him the
you're
guys.
saying he has to get sacked.
If he doesn't
If he
prove
doesn't
himself,
perform, if Ole's
But why?
performing,
But you guys got.
But you guys got equal in talent.
You got the money.
Edward Mendy was not Lampard. That was a Peter Cech signing. Thiago Silva's 35. Marlon Sarr is the free
You had a
agent.
leak in the defense and goalkeeping, correct?
Right.
And what did they do? They fixed the leak in the defense.
So
and
did you. You had a leak in defense. You
No,
fed Eddie
we have a
Maguire.
leak we've had a leak for the last 10 years ever since Ronaldo left in our right wing position, and they've never fixed it. So how come? Oh, it's Ole. Bro, we have leaks right now in the current
But
team.
you're talking about something
Now my
completely
question
different than
is-
managers now. Now you're talking about
Now my
clubs.
question is, who you rating more? All right, first of all, I'm gonna leave this for viewers. Who y'all think deserves to get sacked first? If the numbers don't go their way, I'm gonna leave that for the viewers. And 2, who they are tactically really think is better? Who is
The comments is really gonna say 95% say it's gonna say Lampard.
So I'm gonna
Just look. All you have to do
his
is look,
CV against big team.
no, not even that. If you just look at the way we play, yeah, you can say defensively.
But it didn't work against United 3 times. Anyways, yo, my bad. Yeah,
Bro,
the way he played.
you're right. You're right about those 3 games. He has to work those out. But when I just watch,
It didn't work
United,
against West Ham 3-0, but it's all right.
But no.
Yo, no, listen, bro, nah, really, because we y'all know football. When we watch United, can you really say, all right, we understand what he's doing? Like,
So Shippy.
I really feel like it's like get it to Bruno as soon as you can, and then let the front 3 work their
So
magic.
Shippy.
But I'm just
No,
gonna
honestly, which is fine. But that's why with Ole, you have to give. That's why what the board is doing is so wrong because you don't have a top manager that can get Wan-Bissaka to where he needs to be. I don't think he can. You have to give Ole top players for it to work.
We've seen Marcus
you have to.
go insane under Ole. We've seen Martial.
Yeah.
We've said last couple podcasts, Martial's considered one of the best strikers in the Premier League right now. He was not one of the best
the likes
strikers.
of Greenwood.
Like, come on.
The
These
likes of
players
Brandon
are
Williams.
up. Look, I'm not saying Ole is the greatest manager on earth, and
Yeah.
I need that to get to your head. But don't talk shit about Ole when he's been bringing players.
You know,
out, bro.
you know what it is too. I hate when I be watching him.
My
He
thing
be
is-
up in the stands.
I don't like that
like,
either. I
he
prefer
think
somebody who's on there, but like,
He just think he's cocky
my
looking
thing
up.
is
Shut
though,
up, bro.
Timo Werner or Martial?
Bro, don't
Martial.
even
Stop,
Yo,
don't do
come
that.
on, man.
No,
You got one that's starting for Germany and one. Our backup,
okay.
backup
Is he not-
striker
is he-
starts
is
for
he-
France,
hear me
and your
out.
main striker doesn't even get in the squad.
how many goals does Timo Werner have in Germany?
Here we go.
Oh, you want like almost 30?
All right, go.
Timo Werner or Martial?
Martial.
What that has to do with the managers?
Yeah,
Let him talk.
No, go ahead, finish, go
You got a
ahead.
couple minutes. When we got a couple minutes.
Kai Havertz or Greenwood?
they're different position though.
Kai Havertz, he playing on the
I'm
right.
not- no.
He playing on the right. Kai Havertz or
Nah,
Greenwood?
I give it. I don't know why Lampard has playing
I
on
don't
the right,
like him
but
playing on the right.
yeah,
But
it's
that's
weird.
Kai
Havertz
Havertz
or Greenwood?
You can't compare either or.
Yeah, it's
No,
different. It's
I'm not
different.
comparing either.
Greenwood's literally a
I'm just
striker.
saying, who
He's
you taking right now?
Right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Kai
Pereira.
got talent, but Greenwood also got. I'm not gonna compare those two.
Pereira.
I'm proving a point.
Lingard.
When they come say, but Lampard can't get sacked.
Okay.
Kai Havertz or Greenwood.
I would take Kai.
Okay. Thank you. That's your top. That's your top.
but
I didn't-
what
I'm
are you
taking
comparing, though?
Hold up.
Go ahead,
I'm
that's
taking
fair.
Rashford over Pulisic.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay.
I
Let's
don't
talk about
know.
the midfield. So who has a better 11?
Who do you think has a better 11?
Chelsea. Chelsea.
Bro, but you see,
So
Omar,
if y'all don't win this season, he can't get sacked with that better 11.
Omar,
Bro,
but here's the
you're
point.
preaching to the
missing.
choir. You're preaching to the
missing
choir.
the whole point. Chelsea has an owner that will say this is shit.
This and
I'm
sack him.
restarting it.
He's
You
Ole's still
don't.
there. Listen,
You have
You
an
guys
owner.
are fine with it.
bro.
No,
if,
we're not. We're not.
No,
Clearly,
We've been trying to get. We've been trying to get rid of this board
No, if
for
Ole
years.
had that team, if
he would have got
Ole had
sacked.
that Chelsea team,
He would have
got sacked.
Thank you. That's what we're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But the only reason they're quiet over Ole because he's not getting his transfers.
What do you mean tonight?
So, but here's my thing. As long as
You
y'all know,
see what
if
we lack, bro.
But if at
We're
this
still
point,
relying on a Matic, man. You know when you kill a moth?
You're welcome, by the way.
What happens when you kill a moth?
You're welcome.
Turns into powder. That's Matic, bro.
You're welcome.
He just powdered
Don't forget,
midfielder.
y'all pay 50 mil to us for that, so you're welcome,
No,
buddy.
we got him on the
But,
free.
but
Nah.
all right, so next season,
Man, we pay 50
Ole's still at the wheel, and it's the same
He
nonsense.
has to get the sack.
Y'all
he
still
gets
gonna
his-
be like, but
listen,
next summer he's
Does
gonna
he get his
get back.
transfers? Does he get his transfers?
If he gets
He
his
has to get his transfer.
Does he get his transfers this season?
this
And
But,
he's
all right, but
not
when you say
performing?
transfers, you say what? 7 signings?
many-
Because that's
saying
not realistic.
If you
Nah.
give me 2 signings,
Islam had a point.
if
he
you give
signs
me
Sancho,
2 signings, I bet. So water break back. Everybody got their water, their little break. Everybody had to pee. You know how it be. But
Dudes was thirsty, man.
yeah, I mean, so back to the topic real quick, so we can end this debate. Ole, Lampard, same level, simple.
Well, I mean, all right. You
I don't think
gotta
I
tell
don't think
me
either
s-
manager's at that level.
You got to tell me same level in terms of what?
Same level in terms that they should be under the same
let's not drag
scrutiny.
it into another debate.
They should be under the
Just
same
make it
scrutiny.
clear. I want him.
They should be under the
same scrutiny of
Honestly,
okay.
being nice.
Same-
Ole's been on a hot seat for a minute.
Yeah.
The moment he stepped into office, he got into a hot seat. You feel me?
It's a personal thing with Ole though. Some people
I'm
just
just
they
saying,
look at
it's
him.
not
They don't
because
like
everybody
him.
wants to look at their CV.
I'm giving Ole the edge. 3 semifinals, 3 wins against Chelsea out of 4, back-to-back 3 wins at Man City.
This season will tell a lot.
This season will tell.
This
I
season
think
will tell a
this
lot.
season we
But-
have to show.
And
If
let's
we
be
get our
real,
players.
the only
If we get our
semifinal that
players.
we almost had it with City with an injury-prone squad. That Europa League semifinal. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They demolished Sevilla, but Sevilla took
the-
advantage of all their chances.
Yeah.
The only game where he tactically came in terrible
Was that Chelsea game?
because of the back-to-back games was the Chelsea games.
But this is what I was gonna say to kind of end the debate. Next summer we're gonna be here again, and the conversation is gonna be, yo. So what do you think about the new manager that's in? And y'all gonna be talking about did Ole have enough?
And
That's all we're gonna talk about.
And we're gonna be talking about what did Lampard do wrong. And he's
No,
gonna
but
be
it didn't
sacked
matter
too.
because he's gonna be sacked.
It don't matter.
So
It's gonna be a
Lampard's
new manager.
irrelevant in our
Is
discussion.
Pep gonna join that board?
It's gonna be one got their transfers and failed, one didn't and failed because he didn't get his transfers.
Right.
All right.
And
So
Abramovich is gonna say,
but yet
thank you for
Lampard's
everything.
still, but yet Lampard's still a better manager. All right. word.
No, what?
That's what I'm saying. This is what this
No
debate
one's
is.
saying he's
this
better
is-
than Ole.
this is-
I'm saying is that you guys are talking about, but Lampard this. I'm saying Lampard has no leash. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying Ole doesn't either if he gets his transfers.
Ole has a leash.
Ole-
because
Ole
he's
has
not
a
getting
leash.
his players.
Ole has
There's
a
a difference
leash.
between getting your players and not getting your players.
For them
But
to have a
Ole's safe.
full rebuild,
Ole's-
he's gonna have to be there another 2 seasons.
I don't
you
mind
guys
that.
can't get
I don't
Reguilon
mind
over
that.
the line.
I don't mind that. I
You
don't
can't
mind
get
that.
Reguilon. So how are you gonna get Sancho?
Bro,
how you gonna get a 9?
Do
So
we look
y'all
like-
can't
do
get
we look like a-
Reguilon.
Do we look like a bum
Ole's
team
not-
to you?
Ole's
Do we
not-
look like Dortmund to you? Do we look like Dortmund to you?
Dortmund's better.
Dortmund's
Dortmund's a
better
better
than
team.
Okay,
right
they're
now.
better, but you know what they're always going to be called? A
What?
feeder club.
They are.
A feeder club.
They
You know
are.
what time name's going to be? Trash. Look at them. What has Jose done? Nothing. Reguilon, he's not going to do nothing. I don't care.
Oh
30
my
mil.
God.
And you know what's going to
Now-
happen?
now you get salty.
you know what's going to happen? And if he does something, you know what's going to happen? Go on another season. So why am I going to want to play who's going in one
So
season?
then how do you
What's
explain
the
Alex
rebuild?
Telles?
What's the rebuild?
How you gonna explain Alex
That's
Telles?
a great backup, right? That's a great backup. We're not getting a first starter. Reguilon is coming in as a starter. Two different things.
Nah, Tellus is better than
Two
Shaw.
different
Oh,
things.
but
I think
that's
Tellus
not
is
the
better than
argument
Better
I'm
or
trying
not,
to make.
better or not, competition backup.
If Alex
One is coming in as a
Telles is taking this long, it's gonna take 3 years for Ole to get the
You know
11
the
he wants.
transfer window's done this week. This is last week. Sunday.
So all right, so this summer's cooked. So Ole automatically gets next season.
I'm hearing they're gonna put in one more bid. What? Like, where's Dortmund gonna
Buy
find a
him.
replacement?
Buy him. Just buy him.
But why would Dortmund sell and be like,
Dortmund is 50 mil in debt right now, right? And if you're 50 mil in debt for one season loss, right? 50 mil loss is a lot for a club like Dortmund. So they're gonna take the 120 mil. That's a come up for them, right?
they bugging?
Of one player.
They would be bugging to take that.
What? They're gonna win. They're gonna win against Bayern.
They have a
Bayern
chance.
just lost to Hoffenheim.
I want to tell
4-1.
y'all one thing that's different between Bayern and Dortmund when it comes to the what's it called, German league. And I was talking to this with a Dortmund fan. He said we run off a form, and if we lose that game, they don't have the mental spirit like Bayern do. Bayern 2 years ago or a year ago was down like 18, 20 points against Borussia, and what happened? Came right back. You know what happens when Borussia is down 20 points from Bayern? You know what happens? That gap just gets larger.
Right.
That's the difference.
No, but you're right.
So one team always comes back and comes to the top. One team always falls down.
Right. But I agree with you. Dortmund's looking at Bayern like, yeah, but they're looking at y'all like, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
y'all haven't been better than them in the last 5 years.
They know 120 mil. A club like us, 120 mil, take it. Shit.
Bro, but Dortmund at the end of the day,
They're gonna take
has
the 120 mil. If the 120 mil comes into the door, they're gonna take it.
They might take it, but they'll be crazy
they're
to take
gonna
it.
take it.
They're gonna be crazy.
They're not
and
as
United
ambitious.
gets in.
But the thing is, let's say Sancho does come. Is that really gonna make the big difference?
Yes.
We
We don't have a wing.
You don't have a
We
center
winger.
back. You don't have a
wing.
center
I don't
back.
care. At least we'll get some goals. At least we'll start playing, and then you can start
but
criticizing.
But see, that's the
the
thing.
tactics.
Goals
That's
not your problem
Okay,
though.
forget it. Then you can start, bro. We had the best defense last season.
This season, looking.
All right, this season is looking leaky, but right now you can start debating. All right, Ole's really tries to tactics because he has Sancho, Martial, and Rashford in the front, and they can't string passes together. Then that's bad on Ole. You feel me? But if we're playing good and it's a leaky defense, fix the defense.
Because
with Gucci.
Chelsea did that approach, and I think that's the dumb way to do it as well. Chelsea invested heavily on firepower. Bro, look at the West Brom game. That whole left side of that defense is shite.
Shame.
Alonso is not even. I don't even think he belongs in the championship. Thiago Silva,
Come on.
legend.
Thank you.
But bro, at 35 years old, 36 years old, for him to come into the Premier League, think he was going to dominate is lunacy. So that's my thing. If Sancho comes in, massive signing. That whole
That's.
back line
But
for
you know,
United
I
is
hate
work.
that though because
Okay,
he's
but if we start
other
playing-
than
if we
Wan-Bissaka.
start performing well, and we start are good consistently, then clearly the problem was what we're missing. So clearly it's not Ole.
I'm loving this.
You feel me? That's the only difference.
But you know what's crazy? You talking about holes, man. Yo, is that a grab that jersey for me? That's Etihad Airways defensively holes
that
and all
out,
that.
man. You seen
Let me
what
see
happened
that. Let me
today?
see. Pass that to me real quick.
Does he join that board?
Put that in the trash bin or something.
Yo,
like that.
Nah, for real. If Pep does not win the league this year, does not,
Pin him on the wall, man.
Well, he's in the final year of his contract.
Pin him on the wall. I've been saying
and
this
if he
my
does
whole
not
life.
get the Champions League,
Fraud. He's a fraud.
Nah, bro, you
can't call him a fraud.
He's a
27
fraud.
bro,
He's
call
a
him a
fraud.
you can't call
Dude,
27
in the
trophies
last
in 12
decade,
years,
in the last 10 years,
He's not
other
a-
than Jurgen Klopp, who's been a better
you
manager?
gotta
than
put
him?
respect on his
He's
name.
walked in stacked teams every single time. Why can't nobody notice that? He's walked into stacked
Van
teams.
Gaal walked into a stack team.
Who did he walk into stacked team?
He made a stack team.
Who did he walk into a stacked
Maria
team?
Di Maria, Falcao. Come on,
That
bro.
was stacked.
Rooney.
Falcao injury. Falcao stacked.
He got him. He's the one who
What?
got him.
But bro, that's not a
no,
stacked
but you
team.
didn't
The
want
thing
him.
is, though,
You didn't
some-
want him.
Yeah, no, that wasn't his signing.
That wasn't his
That wasn't
So
his
who went
signing.
and got him?
Who
The
Falcao?
board. Falcao
board.
shirt sells.
He
What,
didn't
bro?
want that.
And
Yeah,
to
that
be
was
honest,
commercial.
You know what's crazy? And to give Ole credit, because you mentioned this before, I don't think Ole has ultimate say on signings, but I do think Ole gives them a focus of what he wants, right? Because I think the board, when you look at under Van Gaal, Di Maria, Fellaini, Falcao, Schweinsteiger.
And then the likes that we were supposed to get, Thiago, this and that.
Right.
Boys never got their plays. So
Right.
the board is at least we finally getting some direction to the
I
board.
think
you
Ole,
feel me?
yeah, I
At
will
least
give Ole
we're
that.
getting direction. But
What's up with City though?
like that's what
What's
we're
up with
gonna
these
get back
dudes,
into, bro.
Yo,
City
5-2 though, bro.
So before like, cause I'm gonna get hung for saying this when I say he's Guardiola. Like I generally don't mean he's the worst manager on planet Earth, but I
Think he's
don't
hype?
mean
He's
I don't
probably one or two.
I don't think he. That's what I'm saying. He's not one or two because he's had Messi
So who
carry
is
him
your
in the
1-2?
Champions League.
Who's your 1 or 2?
Alex Ferguson and right
No,
now.
no,
Klopp.
Oh, you're talking
Right
about?
now,
oh,
that's
no,
different.
no.
We're talking about the last decade because Ferguson's the GOAT no matter
Okay,
what.
so I'm gonna throw who's Bayern's manager again? What's his name?
It's a fair shout.
what do you mean
can't do
Hansi
that.
Flick? He's been
No,
one
this season.
Okay, hold up.
This
can't
season.
give him.
Well, no, like it's
I'm
got to be.
naming
It's
you my
Klopp.
top two
It's
right
Klopp.
now.
He didn't-
I'm naming
he-
you my top two
He
right
said
now.
the past 10 years, bro.
Oh, no, yeah,
Exactly.
no,
So
not
how
10
you gonna
years,
give
not
Hansi
10
Flick?
years, not 10
Bro,
years.
Bro,
This
all right.
season, he's got to
Pep
get coach of the year.
Guardiola
though.
to me has walked into a stacked team every single time. I'm not gonna rate him up there.
You
Zidane is better than him. Is anybody gonna? Is he gonna say no? Are you gonna say no? Back to
It's
back
not even
Champions League
close.
3
It's
teams.
not even close.
Back to back Champions League 3
It's
teams.
not even-
Ronaldo.
and look what he did without Ronaldo.
Nah, this man's
Look what he
bugging.
did without Ronaldo.
Yo, this nigga's
Look what he did
nothing.
without Ronaldo.
He didn't do nothing. He didn't do
He didn't do
nothing.
nothing?
Won a league?
He's won a league.
Bro,
That he didn't win with
10
Ronaldo.
years. 10
That
years.
he didn't win with Ronaldo.
10 years. How long was it before y'all won that league?
Nah, it's been a while.
Okay.
Nah, listen.
No,
Okay.
but as a Madrid fan,
You won a league with Ancelotti. You won a league with Jose.
If Zidane walks into United right now,
Not even.
does he
They
make a
didn't
big
even.
impact?
Did y'all even win a league with Ancelotti? No.
No, they won the league. Y'all
They
won
just
the
won-
Champions League or
Just
a
a Champions League. That's it.
A couple of the
That league-
Alright, yeah,
Chippy,
what's up?
I'm gonna ask you this question, and as a footballer, answer the question. If Zidane walks into City and manages City right now, does he win them a Champions League?
I don't think so.
Maybe a Champions
those-
League, but not a league.
It's so hard. You can't because Zidane's a great coach, but
If you don't put Pep in the top 2 coaches in the Premier
yeah,
League,
bro,
it's him and Klopp.
it's not even because he walked in. Because
and Allegri got a case.
think about it. When he first
does
went into
Mourinho.
Barcelona's team, Messi was he was a super player, but no one really knew what he was like. He wasn't gonna be this Messi. And then he got rid of Ronaldinho, big call. Got rid of he started to push out Eto'o, big call. And that style of
Got rid of
play,
Ibra.
How many times has his tactics failed City?
City.
How many times has he went into the Champions League and got knocked out without
He's
Messi?
been doing stuff wrong. Don't get it
How
twisted.
many
He's
times
doing stuff wrong.
has he done it? Too many, right?
He's trying to outthink
No,
himself.
he's had his run with Barca, and after that, he's walked into a team that was guaranteed to win the Premier League. You're guaranteed to win
He
the
had a
Premier
good
League
run
with
with
a
Bayern,
City
though.
team.
He
You
lost
wouldn't
in a
take him
similar
And
Man
you're
United.
and what he do at Bayern? What he do at Bayern? Wow,
the league.
won the league that he's supposed to win. Okay, all right, but yet he's the GOAT, top 2. This and that. He's won trophies because he's had teams that are guaranteed to win trophies.
Nah, but
City's a
he's-
guaranteed top 2, no matter what. Right now they're top 2.
But
I
don't-
hate
you-
City.
No,
with a
hold on.
passion.
You're saying stack squad. He bought most. He like
And bought City,
identified
and
the
they-
right players
all
that
right.
he needed.
Okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
And-
But that's what I'm saying.
and
That's
what
he's
has he
saying. He's
done?
going to the
And what has he
board.
done?
He's
Yeah.
like-
Yeah,
he's
and all
like,
these players-
He's 60 mil. I don't care. I need him.
But it doesn't matter whether
What
it's
has
60.
he done with that though?
But
He hasn't-
listen, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker was not like the way he played at Spurs. He was just an athletic, strong. Kyle
wasn't
Walker.
the Kyle Walker at
he was
City.
not the Kyle Walker now. He can now. Kyle
Bernardo
Walker can
Silva.
play.
Kyle Walker was a $45 million
Now,
signing.
forget the signing. The way he's
Maguire
made
was
him
80.
play. Like Kyle Walker was just up and down.
2 different
physical and
agents,
strength.
technically, if you really think about it. When was
Ederson.
Kyle Walker signed?
He picked Ederson out of
2016?
who knew who Ederson was?
That's a fact. Gabriel
Super
Jesus.
keeper. I don't even
Is
rate him like that.
Ederson-
I don't rate him. KDB. I don't know if KDB would hit this level without a different coach.
See, now you.
KDB's a super
bugging.
player, but
Now you
KDB's
bugging.
like right now the best. Would you have said the best player in the Premier League under Pellegrini, who he took over
Would he
from?
been the best player under the league under Zidane?
Right,
Yes,
but
and they would have won the Champions
But I
League.
do,
I
but
don't
I
know.
do
I
get
don't know.
Islam's point because
That's true. I see
if
it.
you're bringing it back, going to the Leicester City Man City game, you're looking at Man City's 11, and I'm saying, yo, Mendy's not that good. 55 mil. Ake, Chelsea wasn't even thinking about bringing him back.
45
starting for City. I rate him, but didn't look that great. So I'm
Rodri
like,
is
I'm
looking
like, yo,
overrated.
No, what they did, what Brandon Rodgers did, is
Perfect
for
tech.
Rodri.
For City. For City.
go for Rodri.
That's how you play
Because
City.
he
though.
knows how Pep is going to play. Pep is going.
Well, that's
play
why he
out
took
the back,
Fernandinho
yeah, exactly. Give Rodri the ball. Let Rodri distribute the field. Him and KDB.
And you got 2 center backs who weren't the quickest, and then you got Jamie Vardy
And
on the
boom,
break.
You know
hold
what?
on,
Actually,
hold on to Rodri. Hold the stem of the midfield. Lock up KDB. The ball's
you know
not
what was
gonna get
you know what
pushed.
was the killer that game? The killer was simple. On top of what Omar just said, they were high pressed nonstop. The team wanted it more. There was better tactics. Simple as that. Guardiola plays from the back every time. What happened? They was reading that like a book, bro. Constantly on top of them. Constantly hounding.
Every time
players.
Rodri got the ball to distribute to KDB or something, on him.
Apparently, turns Walker to a great right back. Does this, does that.
Nah, but
couldn't
Islam,
do that.
you're being biased.
I'm not being biased,
You
bro.
gotta be fair.
I'm being fair.
Nah, I see
don't
your
Yo,
point.
fans, what? Viewers, I'm sorry, I can't call y'all fans. What y'all rating Guardiola in this
Because
conversation?
they're not fans. They're not buying no merch, so they ain't fans yet.
When I say top, he could be top 2 in the last 10 years. I don't care, right? Because we haven't really seen greatest managers come in.
He's on
except
fraud
Klopp,
watch
right?
too, though.
Yeah, he is a fraud. He's not on fraud. He is a fraud. Because when we talk about great managers, we
Is
talk
Jose a
about
fraud?
low key.
Nah, see,
Low
nah.
key.
Jose Mourinho.
Jose great. In the beginning of his career, Omar, what'd you say earlier? I don't know why you're not saying on camera. Jose style out of play, easy, gone, fraud. That's it. He's gone.
Yeah, but he's not a fraud.
Okay, but his
One
career,
thing is his
his
style out of
managerial
play,
career, what's running right now, Jose, is his name, Jose Mourinho. That's the only reason why he took that Spurs job.
But Islam, but you're looking crazy on camera because we had the Ole talk, and now you're just saying these world class managers. Frauds.
So what's Ole then? A
Bro,
clown.
any of these
I
managers
never
at
even
United.
said Ole was the greatest manager, though. That's the difference.
No,
Like,
both
you
were the
gotta
clowns.
respect
So,
these
Omar,
guys. I respect Jose, right? I respect Jose to a certain extent, but now he is not who he used to be.
He's
that's
not.
That's why he's a fraud, right?
Because the game
He
has
is a
changed.
fraud.
The game has
Bruno
changed.
Santo is the fraud, and I've been said this.
4-0.
Yo,
Nuno Santos. I think he's a good manager.
He's a good manager.
you know,
said it-
Omar,
I-
you said something earlier. With Sheffield too, they coming in thinking they don't need reinforcements, and that's what happens. Who'd you sign? One player?
Who?
The right wing?
Who, Wolves?
Wolves.
Nah, they went off.
They went off.
They
Who
went
they
off.
signed?
Semedo, they signed.
But Semedo just came recently. He
just
didn't even
came.
play that last game.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what's funny?
Fabio Silva.
But the signings they made, I don't know if they're gonna make a difference for him though.
What I'm saying is he
think
came
they
in
are.
with the mentality like I could run the same team and get the same position, and that's what happens because you don't have depth, you don't have this, you
Yeah,
don't have
but
that.
drop it.
But I mean, Pep just dropped what 60 mil on this dude from Benfica, Ruben Diaz. We're gonna see.
Dropping bread.
It's a new
You
wave.
gotta get closer to the mic.
Because I'm talking loud. He told me when I talk loud, I said bad. So that's why.
Dropping bread on Semedo, right?
Yeah.
You're freeing up Traore right now. Traore was on the bench half the time last season. Because why? He's had to play Jota up top. Now selling Jota, buying Semedo, and you got rid of Doherty. So that right back position is freeing up Traore big time. If you see what he's doing there. So that's why I don't think he did bad signings. But I'm thinking, all right, Wolves. Everybody hyping him on last team, top 6, them in Sheffield United. Shout out to Chris Wilder. I hope he really comes back. I really bangs with him as a coach.
Yeah.
But he didn't do any reinforcements, and you see that.
Now Wilder, they got signings in too.
Yeah, but to start the season 0-3.
Yeah, I mean they got Ampadu from Chelsea. They signed.
But Ampadu
He bowled out. He bowled out today. They signed Ollie Burke. I mean his career's been all over the place. Nah, he just came. He just pulled up.
Who did West Brom get in that swap?
Callum Robertson. And he killed. I hate him, bro. He stayed scoring against Chelsea, but I mean, with Chris, I mean, if I look at the three games, Wolves, they were down 2-0 after like 5 minutes. So it's like, bro. And then the second game, they had a man wrongly sent off. PK missed. It's like bad luck. And then they just hit a last minute winner for Leeds this morning.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 losses,
a high
but
scoring team that to beat you in the 88th minute.
it's
1-0.
tough. It's tough.
So I mean,
They're gonna stay up though.
let's be real. We going hard with the first 3 games. Let's see, because we obviously seen how this season flips.
It's lit though.
But it's lit. The Premier League has definitely, finally, I think we might have a title race this season.
I think so.
I don't think Pool's gonna run with it. With the first game leads,
Game's gonna be
exposing
big
it,
tomorrow.
I genuinely
and we
hope-
need Arsenal to get that win.
facts.
Nah,
I
nah.
think
The fans
Arsenal
go
is
off,
looking
bro.
very good, and we talking about
All
that. And we
respect
go,
I gotta respect Arteta.
Arteta's fine.
and that's what you call balling. And
Bro, if Liverpool takes the loss, everything spins.
yeah.
That's why you.
Everything
That's why I
spins.
want them to lose.
Yeah.
That's
I'd rather Arsenal win tomorrow because let Arsenal get that high horse. Oh yeah, we're starting off good, but you know in reality what's gonna happen.
gonna
They're
fall
gonna,
back.
they're gonna hit a stride.
Fall off.
You need Liverpool to lose as many points as they can.
Yeah, we don't want them to get back on their high horse.
Title race.
Yeah.
You want the title race.
Yo, so I mean, I really hope every single person who watches, like y'all watch this throughout, because the debate today needs some outside viewers, right? Everybody here shared their points. I don't think I could prescribe who won. I don't think y'all can prescribe who won, right?
Nah, I
So
can't.
we like it was a genuine debate.
Just let us know who you
before
think.
I am, bro.
Who gets more scrutiny? We want to know who you guys think gets more scrutiny.
Ole.
Who gets
Ole.
well undeservedly? He
Ole.
gets more undeserved
Ole, bro,
scrutiny.
come
All right.
on.
So that's your argument.
But one because one is English and they just love English people, bro.
But I
mean,
love-
Ben Chilwell, like how much did they sign him for?
50. Yo, Castagna, they
Because
signed him
he's-
for half that.
Because he's English.
Balling.
There's look, I get it, the media, this and that, but I gotta call it out because them people, right? We talking about the media. If we forget the media and then footballers can make up their own decisions, then perfect. But some people come here and talk to me deluded, right? That's the problem. When you come here telling me Pep Guardiola is the best manager in history, I'ma just look at you and laugh at you.
Nah,
That's
you
why I'm
know.
gonna call him
It's
a
his
fraud.
history,
Nah, but that's why I'm gonna
Ferguson's
call
got
him.
that
You feel me? Like this is the things. These fans coming in. Oh, he won this Champions. He won this. Cool. He was good for the last 10 years. But is he the best? Is he the greatest? No. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not coming here shitting on these managers. You feel me? I'm not shitting on Lampard. I'm not shitting on Ole or Pep Guardiola. I'm calling out their mistakes
Yeah.
that people like to just
Sweep on the rug.
sweep under the rug for no reason. Because the media likes to just do their own thing. And that's what
Yeah,
I really need. Like, comment, subscribe, and comment.
Oh, yo, let
Tell
me ask
what
y'all
the
this
problem
before you leave. You seen this weekend the handball thing?
VR
Yo,
ruining
no,
football.
I wouldn't even blame VR. That rule got to change, bro. It's like you got to cut off your arms to play ball now.
Okay, but he wasn't even looking the same way for Newcastle.
He wasn't. That's what it's. But it's not VAR because the VAR. The rule is if it touches your hand, it don't matter
change,
whether.
it's gotta change.
So
It's literally-
VAR is
Why
gonna
didn't it
look
work
at
against
it.
Calvert-Lewin?
Which one? There was
There was a VAR.
Yeah, handball.
That
and
they
then
didn't
Hawks,
call.
And then
They
called
didn't
it.
call it.
And you know what? Like Lindelof's call. It's the same thing with Newcastle. Or
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. The handball's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They got it.
It's that rule.
The rule got to change.
The rule gotta
But-
change.
But if you look at it, right, before it was always, oh my God, it was obvious handball. They didn't give it. Oh my God, it wasn't handball, and they gave it, right? And now it's just black and white. touches the hand, it's a penalty.
Before it was just intent. Like if the ball gave you an unfair advantage, handball.
I just feel like for
Now
most of
dudes
the
they're
time,
just gonna flick it at your hand
for
and handball.
most of the times, they got it right before.
Yeah.
So it genuinely needs to change. I think the rules got to get changed. Does anybody want to add any points before we
Nah,
end up the
man.
cast?
What a topic.
What a topic.
I'm going to holla at y'all.
And a topic that's going to be
swing
discussed
throughout
the scene.
history,
ODB
throughout
Regional
time.
1.
Region 1.
Artisan Social FC.
We out.
FFC.
Triple FC.
We are out, man. Catch y'all another day.